Makes you think. Makes you think about the people in your life. And I think of Neil. And if he was sitting there right now, what he'd say to me? He'd say, John, what's it about? What's life about? If you don't go through it as a man's man. You say, suck it up. Take the fall, do the time. That's made you who you are. That makes you what you are. How long we been around this thing of ours? This Cosa Nostra. 120 years. I mean, what's it about? It's about the rules, parameters. When you take the beating for the friend, you don't run, you don't lay down. You don't betray who you are, what you are.
Self-esteem.
Self-esteem is basic. You pick it up in the street. That goes with the street. You got to remember Angie here. I love this guy. I loved him. And he was stupid. He never listened to me. He always wanted the goddamn dope money. He never rolled. Do you know that? He never rolled. My brother Gene, Joey the Mig, they don't roll. They're doing 1,000 years now. They don't roll. They don't rat white. That's the rule. You don't break, you don't rat. Basic rules. Gives you a little power, right? Not the kind of power these feds have. God forbid, right? God forbid we pull their chain in public, right? Fucking dress better than them, they take it personal, like it's a fucking vendetta, right? They're supposed to act better than the rest of us. Just want me to be something I wasn't even born to be.
Humble.
Humble.
They want you to be humble.
Yeah, so you humble me. What you got now? You got a war. You got a global war. You got the Chinks, you got the Dominicans, the Asians, the Russians, the Colombians, the Jamaicans. What they doing? They desecrate the nation. You got your veritable fucking snowstorms of cocaine and smack, whatever the hell else they shove in their veins. You got a worldwide crime syndicate now. There's no rules. There's no parameters. There's no feelings. There's no feelings for this country.
Anarchy.
You got anarchy. So? 5, 10 years from now, they're gonna wish it was American Cosa Nostra. 5, 10 years from now. They're gonna miss John Gotti. Hey, Angie.
Love you, Pete.
Remember the time we were in Vegas, we see that funny guy, Joey Villain?
Yeah, at the Riviera,
Yeah.
right?
Who's the guy walked in the bar that night, Jojo?
That short guy.
Yeah, Jojo.
Oh, yeah,
Pete,
it's a funny
swear to
story.
God,
Listen
true
to
story.
it.
Jojo comes into the bar, right? He's wearing a solid gold buckle. This big, says Jojo on it. He's got a bracelet on his arm, says Jojo on it. Got a fucking necklace, says Jojo on it. He's got solid gold cufflinks, they all say Jojo on it, right?
What's his name?
Little chink bellhop walks in, he says, "Excuse me, Mr. Jojo." He says, "Shut the fuck up, I don't want nobody to know I'm here." All right, here, do what you want with yours. I'm getting down on the Knicks.
Hey, John, who wants a bigger piece of you, huh? Your bookie or your tailor?
I'm split right down the middle,
Thank
baby.
you, John.
Put out the fucking cigarette before you give us all cancer, please.
Cancer? What cancer, huh? Nobody proved nothing. The government has not proved that cigarettes cause
No,
cancer.
what fucking government is he talking about now?
I don't know.
You know tobacco people own the feds?
Yeah, fuck that.
Put out the fucking cigarette.
Put the cigarette.
Put it out.
Are you serious? Yeah. What a fucking ball breaker here.
Hey, Gene, you going to Mom's later?
It's Friday night. Me and Pete are both going, right?
Give it up. Put your shit on top of it. Pete, kick something into that like you're supposed to. No, right now. The mig, kick in. Come on, you've been robbing cannolis from us for 20 fucking years now.
Hey, John, your old man told me that your mother's got a Zulu maid.
Fucking guy, you know he never wanted me to marry Vicky? Best thing that ever happened to me in my life.
And why?
Never wanted me to marry.
And why not, John?
Well, Vicky's stepfather's Italian, but her real father was a Jew.
So?
So the Jews whacked out Jesus.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know, maybe he had to come.
Oh, under the table. Watch out for that motor light and his car. Your head in.
That's fine. It's Neil, huh?
Hey, Neil.
Mr. Hill.
All right, man. What is it?
Ricardo wants to see you.
He wants to see me.
Hmm.
What do you mean, right now?
Right now.
Angie goes with?
Bring him along.
Angie!
Andiamo!
Who would have thought the king of the volcano lived in this place?
It's the old-timer style, Angie. You don't flash nothing. Hey, you stink.
Well, Angie can't come?
Don Carlos sent for you, not Angie. Let him talk. Don't interrupt. He's old, but he's still sharp. And don't dare underestimate him.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Hello, Sammy. Sammy Gravano. You know John Gotti?
Yeah, just my reputation.
Same here. How you doing?
Why are you smiling? You must have good things.
Nothing but. Come by my club sometime. We'll go bouncing.
Sounds good. We're expecting you, fellas.
Oh, thank you, Sammy. Ricardo, this is John Gotti.
How are you?
Paul Castellano.
How you doing, Paul?
Joe Armon.
John? How are you?
Well, sit down, sit down. I heard good things. You built Carmine's Bronzeville book up. 100,000 a month. 100,000. Never took a dime from the top. A young man not tempted by foolish money. You seem to respect my policy on drugs. You know, the feds, they tolerate certain things. Not drugs. Make your crew understand they deal in drugs, that's all. Hey, Ty!
Yeah, I've done that.
I tell you this because I see a future for you. First, something else. My nephew used to say it, not of our life, no. Pussies. Scum. Irish scum. They blew his face away and they put him back in the car. The man responsible has been found. Lives in Staten Island. I want you to do this for me.
Stop.
From this moment, you're under my flag.
Grazie, Uncle.
I want you to take one of my men with you. Ralph Gallon. I'll fill Neil in with the details.
Went well, John. This is a walk in the sun. The old man will never forget it.
Yeah. Who's this Gallon?
Oh, he's in Castellano's crew. Between him and Sammy Gravano, they whacked a dozen bums.
Why don't they give me Sammy? I mean, I just know nothing about this guy. I mean, you're the underboss here, Neil. You know, Castellano should defer to you a little. He wants one of his guys along. I got no beef. Just tell him to give me Sammy.
Paul wants Galleone on this piece of work. Leave it at that.
Is that what you want?
Doesn't matter what the fuck I want. That's the way it is. Now just let it go, John. Just go with it, huh? Go with the tide.
All right. Forget I said it.
Galleon, hop in. Hey, Galleon, you always snort on a hit?
Sharpens my concentration, man.
Good. Start concentrating. Going out to a joint in Staten Island. No one's gonna pay attention to us now for cool. But Bradley's there every night. He sits at the end of the bar near the back door. I'm gonna mention some names from the west side. He's gonna figure I'm gonna try to sell him some stuff. You stay near the door. You watch our backs. We're gonna take him out to the car. We're gonna whack him in the parking lot. Capiche?
Can't kill him, John. You can't kill him. He's Paul Castellano's soldier. We need an okay, or else you're stepping way out of line
Fucked up
here.
the personal favor I'm doing for Don Carlo. He's fucking going.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Castellano said use Galleon. He should have given us Sammy Gavano. You're thinking that Mick Bartender's gonna make us from fucking mugshots. You think we're going back to Lewisburg?
You're thinking. I'm eating. And he's gone. The bottom line is John Gotti clipped a soldier, Maduchin, without my okay. That's a flagrant violation. John Gotti should fucking die.
No need to curse, Paul. No need. Neil, here.
No, you know me, Don Carlo. I'm a street guy. If I can't curse, I can't talk. You sent a fucking moron on this hit. Who endangered the life of a young man I think of as a son. Galleone deserved to be clipped. John Gotti was doing a piece of work that could buy him 25 years.
That's fucking immaterial. The bottom line is that we...
Bottom line. That's weasel words. My God, a businessman talks like that. What the hell kind of word is that? Paul, you don't know the streets. I mean, you never have. John Gotti clipped your scumbag soldier because your scumbag soldier deserved it. John Gotti is Cosa Nostra.
Consigliere.
The rule was broken, yes. It calls for Gotti to die. Was the reason for breaking the rule so powerful that it was justified? We need all the John Gottis we can get, but we survive by our rules. If it was my call, he would go.
Come on, Marty.
Some combination, huh? You Frankie catching, my son passing.
Hey, kid's got a great arm. Come here, you. Frank. What the hell we make this thing out of? You gotta cradle a bull. Come on, I'll show you something like that. If he snaps it at you, I want you to suck it in. Suck it in. That's it. Do it again. He's gonna snap it at you. A lateral pass, you gotta suck it in.
You ready to go
Suck it
home
in.
yet? No, I got my bike. I can get a ride home.
Okay, you were great.
Thanks.
You're doing great, man.
Thanks.
You're my champion, all right?
Yeah?
We're going. Hey, take that.
Hey, see you next week, huh?
Okay, see ya.
So, John, how's the couch business? You still selling Castro convertibles?
That's a living. Can't complain.
We gotta run. You got a great arm, kiddo.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But if Don Carlo had said, you gotta go, I would have come here today with these 2 zips, and you would go. John, you cannot whack a made man on somebody else's screw. There are rules. You break the rules, and this whole goddamn thing of ours cracks and crumbles. You never break the rules. Capiche?
Capiche.
All right. Let's drink to that. Wipe your face, John. You're sweating up a $100 shirt. Don Carlos says you'll do some time, but he's gonna take care of your family. Here. A la familia. And the rules that hold us together.
A la familia. And the rules that hold us together. Goodbye, Frankie.
You look good, John.
Hey, thanks, man.
How do you swing a 3-year sentence with a guy dead on a saloon floor?
You just make sure some Irish scumbag who deserved it. This way, at least you know you performed the public service.
All right, some good news first. Don Carlo made it official. You come out of here, you come out of captain.
God bless you, man. God bless you. How's my Frankie?
He's good. Making the kids are all fine, and your mother, forget about her. Forget about her. She told me the place on the ship's head is a palace.
She called it that?
She told me, says, my son got me a palace. It's not just Mickey and the kids, John. I mean, the whole neighborhood will be glad to have you back. People ask about you all the time. Got a bit of bad news. Don Carlo had another heart attack.
Well, I guess when he goes, you're gonna have your day, Neil.
We'll see.
What's that mean? We'll see. You're next in line. What's that mean?
Listen, I heard a little news on the street. I heard that your brother Gene and Angie's brother Sal are pushing dope.
They're pushing dope.
Yeah?
Neil, come on. Sally's not a made guy. He's a civilian. He does whatever the fuck he wants. And my brother Gene, all right, he's no genius here, but come on, the guy's not pushing dope.
Ask Angie. I understand he's getting a percentage.
Where the fuck did you get this?
One of Big Paul's soldiers told me.
Oh, Jesus Christ, considered a source? I mean, I'm only sitting here 3 fucking years because of that incompetent Sicilian candy ass. Well, I'm supposed to believe my own brother's pushing dope?
Believe what you want. But ask Angie. I want this fucking rumor proved or disproved.
An FBI spokesman said today that a promising lead on the whereabouts of Patty Hearst resulted in a dead end. The young heiress is wanted in a series of politically motivated bank robberies.
You know this bitch is richer than Rockefeller. I mean, with all her money, what the hell is she doing trying to overthrow the government?
You gotta lock up this twat for 100 fucking years when they catch her.
Come on, Johnny. Come on.
Angie, you got anything you want to tell me?
Like what?
Like secret shit.
Like what kind of secret shit?
Like secret shit.
Like what? Like how many times a night I whack off?
I said like secret shit.
Hey, John, you and me, we change each other's diapers, for Christ's sakes. What fucking secrets I keep from you?
Okay. Where'd you get the prosciutto?
I know people. We got a problem with the Zulu chief. He's threatening to put a hit on this kid, Joey Perillo. He's stealing 6 ounces of nose candy from him.
Yeah? Who is he?
There's a kid at the end. A skinny kid.
Who's the kid with?
Nobody. He's a street thief.
Well, then fuck him. He's got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, but the kid says he knows Sammy Gravano. He says him and Sammy go way back, blah, 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 and there's no time to check this out with Sammy.
Do you believe him?
Yeah, for sure I know Sammy.
Well, better I stand up for Sammy in here. Find out I should have when I get out.
Yeah. Hey, what's this motherfucker want?
How you doing, Chief? How about you and me, we go for a walk and talk, huh? Take a stroll? What do you say?
I said they're gonna pimple on a nigga's ass.
I sure as hell hope not. What do you want me to do? I'm alone here, see? I'm clean. Come on. Step in my office here. This is business.
Business, huh? You know you one crazy motherfucking wop, man. Let's walk.
So he missing 6 ounces of coke.
Yeah, you heard right. And that Denny Perillo, he's gonna get a ship stuck in his ass.
You know, I say hard time is for hard-ons. What are we trying to do here? Try to do some easy time. You know, you start that shit, it's a lockdown. Then what you got? You got no booze, no bras, no phones, no visitors. You weren't even gonna get TV rights. Now, come on, you and me, we cooler, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm listening.
All right, that's 6 ounces of coke you lost. I'm gonna replace it. You're gonna get 18 grand cash. You're gonna get a van full of Luckies. Your whole side of the yard here, you're just gonna all be stoking and smoking your fucking brains out for a month, as far as I'm concerned. From here on out, anyone here in my court fucks with your action, you just come to me.
Who the fuck are you?
John Gotti.
So when do I get my drop?
What's your morning paper?
Count up in 2 wing.
Wait there. Thank you, Willie. Hi. Buongiorno. Ah, signore, come sta?
Piacere di vederla.
Come stanno i figli?
Changing, John. Bullshit! Come on. The soldiers don't even want him. Ask anyone here. They starve under the guy. Neil, the fucking guy. He squeezes a fucking quarter till the eagle screams. Come on.
Carlo was the boss. He picked his brother-in-law. Now Paul is the boss. That is it.
Hey, Neil, you devoted your life to this thing. You never backdoored nobody. You never took a fucking dime wasn't yours. What do you want me to do? You want me to blow the fucking book out right now? Here, I'll do it right now.
The king is dead. Long live his brother-in-law.
Johnny Boy doesn't seem to think so.
Not many captains have behaved like that with Neil de la Croce. You know, I think we got a little crack developing in the Gambino family.
Maybe more of a crack than meets the eye.
Like what?
Gotti's heritage is Neapolitan, Napolitan. Castellano is Sicilian, like Don Carlo. The rivalry's subtle, but it's there. Non temere Roma, la serpa giace in guato Napoli. Never fear Rome. The serpent lies coiled in Naples.
First off, I want everybody to know that Tommy Bilotti is going to continue as a captain. But he's also going to be my personal Doberman. Ain't that right, Tommy?
Always, Paul. Always.
And Frankie DiCiccio is our new consigliere. To Ramon, he wants to get out of harness.
Perfect. I've done my stint, 44 years. I bought a little hole-in-the-wall cafe in Astoria. I walk to work every morning and get away from my wife.
Remember that one.
Anyone ever wants to consult, come right over. Coffee's on me.
Everybody at this table should be proud to be sitting here in front of a man's man.
All right, finally. I think everybody at this table knows that keeping Neil on is my underboss. It gives us some continuity.
Huh. Grazie, Paul.
You know, I don't think the Queens boys know DB. This is John Gotti, Robert DiBernardo, known as DB.
I love your handkerchief. I was going to say the same thing.
That is Angelo Ruggiero.
You know my tailor?
You know, DB runs all the porno in Brooklyn.
And you don't have to say anything about John. His reputation precedes him.
All right. What's on the table?
You know, I got Genovese people hijacking 3 loads out of Kennedy the last 2 months. Now, Colombo's took off a couple, too. If I gotta rip somebody's fucking eyes out here...
Hey, wait a minute. No, wait, hold it. Nobody's eyes are gonna get ripped.
I'm ready to whack the motherfuckers
Nobody
right
is
now.
gonna get whacked. Not unless the boss of this family approves. Understood? Now, you've been away for a while. Maybe you don't know that we got a lot of joint ventures with the Genoveses and the Colombos. The future of this family doesn't depend on a couple of loads from Kennedy. Not anymore.
We're like United Nations now, isn't it?
Neil, you, me, and Frankie, we'll work this thing out with Kennedy Airport later. All right, next case.
All right. Nicky Scabetta's got to go. Johnny, why don't you get crew to whack him?
What do you mean, my crew? Nick Shabetta's in the construction business with Sammy there in Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn business.
That's why it makes more sense for you guys to do the job.
No, I live in Queens, Frankie, okay? You whack your own people. Forget about it.
Forget about it. What do we got? 2 families
Hey,
here?
Frankie, go fuck yourself.
Hey, wait a second. We ain't got no problem here. Nick's my brother-in-law. He's my embarrassment. I mean, what the fuck? I'll whack him nice and easy. I'll have to wake over at Thomas Sewell's. You know, keep it in the neighborhood.
Good thinking, Sammy. You stick with your in-laws. I like that. Yeah. I gotta get back on the streets. That's where all the money is these days, huh? Hey, Paul, not for nothing. That was a great spread.
The guy just got out of the joint, for God's sakes. I mean, you know, he's complicated, but his motives are good. Besides, he's a good earner.
Hey, John's ace is with me. I mean, he got a kid that I know out of a jam with the Zulus up in Greenhaven. He didn't have to do it.
And Johnny's problem is that he's a street Neapolitan, huh? Always scheming. Western and Sicilian.
What, you reminded me now what I owe you, you cocksucker? Have I ever missed settling with you? Come on, I'm like the clock. Play stuff fucking back, would you? Look at you made him a rich fucking man. Don't fucking nerve.
Hey, John, why do you go nuts every week trying to scrape up money? I mean, what's Richie gonna do if you just say go fuck yourself?
Angie, a player loses, he pays, and a bookie loses, he pays. All right, give me a break.
Tell it to the guys who owe us.
Where's the mate?
It's at the warehouse with Bobby the Jew trying to get rid of those fucking watches we got.
Yeah, by the time the fence takes its cut, it's small potatoes. We're breaking our balls for peanuts, John.
Not for nothing, John, but the guys don't have 2 nickels to rub the fucking together. I mean, what are we doing here? Policy slips? It's bullshit.
You know, all you do, you cry like babies all day long, you bite my ass like around the clock. You know, if I'm not in here having my famous espresso with 20 ducks by 10, I'm back in here by noon to check the numbers. You know, but I'm the one who goes down to Mulberry to check it out with Mr. Neal, right? I'm the one who goes out to Staten Island to pay respect to that lay-down Cazzopoli. And I gotta drink more bitter coffee, because the spick maid cannot even run a fucking espresso machine. I gotta sit with that zombie Bilotti, Doberman in my ass. I gotta go out to the island now to talk to Bobby about stolen watches. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know I could have been a meter maid? I could have worked for UP and made more fucking money. Where the fuck you come crying to me about empty pockets? Why don't you just say what you want? What do you want? You want a piece of DB's porn? Do you want a piece of Sammy's construction? What do you want? Demolition, cement, or garbage? Which? You want trucks, meat, fish, common? So the fuck do I? Anybody got any ideas?
Yeah, I got 1 or 2. Yeah.
Yeah, here's 3.
Hey, Johnny! Come on!
I can tell you for 1 minute you're not dipping into Angie's drug operation. And you and Angie and the Mig and your brother Sally, they're a deal. Don't ever fucking think I don't know that. And hey, you with that in the joint, Quack Quack. What's the matter now? You got nothing to say?
got it wrong, John. Nobody's dealing. We're moving a few things around for Sally, that's
What
it.
are you moving? You moving furniture for $5 an hour? Let me tell you something. This Sicilian motherfucker finds out you're dealing heroin. I can't save your ass. And I'm the first to get hit. You know why? I don't let anyone whack on my crew. Now, is that what you want? Good.
Hey, John, what do you say the three of us, we go down to Umberto's, we get some scongilis, we relax. Come on.
I'm relaxed. I'm plenty relaxed. Going down to Regine's. Have a drink with DB. Smell like a fucking animal now.
Hey, each his own. There's big bucks in it, that's for sure.
Man, fuck this shit. They lock you up forever. Money ain't a good enough reason to do 100 years.
I like this joint, huh? It's classy.
Classy. You got any idea how much money this place must gross a month?
Fucking Sandy. He's all business, you know what I mean? But he's right. I mean, I wouldn't mind a piece of this place myself.
Let me ask you something, John. How come you don't have a piece of anything legitimate? DB and me, we're in drywall, construction, demolition, nightclubs, you name it.
Legitimate, huh? You know what I think is bullshit, though? You should become CPAs. I'm serious. Certified public assholes. This way you could have your legitimate businesses and your books and your workman's comp and your Blue Cross and your Blue Shield. And on top of that, I'll tell you what. On top of that, you go pay your taxes, all right? You think I got a button to become some kind of a straight-up businessman? Get the fuck out of here.
You know what I think, John? I think under these $2,000 suits, you're really an old-timer.
Yeah, man. Gotta remember where we come from.
Amen.
Your boss is so busy being a businessman, I can't even get the right back of when I need it. What's that about?
Not just our boss, John.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I know that. He's my boss. He's my boss. Off the record, I'd have been happy to see Neil get it.
Hey, off the record, John, I don't think anybody would have cried if Mr. Neal got it. But, you know, it's Cosa Nostra. We got the boss we got. Here's the change in the subject, man.
To the boss. To the boss. Salud.
I gotta get going.
Where you going?
Business or pleasure?
What the fuck's the difference?
There we go.
Thank you. Come here, you.
I'll call you tomorrow.
$1 million a month gross minimum. I could be off by 50%, though.
Fucking Sammy.
You know that contract we got out in Queens? We're the low bidders, but it turns out it's like one of those modified bids, you know?
Yeah, it's always modified. Modified to the point where we can't make any money. Nicky, come here. Take down that piece of drywall up there, the one on the top.
For what?
For one. Because maybe you ain't buying the kind of quality that you should, huh?
Sammy, you don't trust nobody, man.
You know, when I first picked up this piece of shit, I knew it was a mistake.
Family.
Son of a bitch.
I'm Denver's brother, for God's sake. Shut the fuck up, Nicky. Talk to me, please. What did I do, man?
You know something, Nicky? You are some whiner.
Hey, Sammy, how you doing? I'm so sorry. How are you?
Who done this job?
No, leave it alone, Sammy. It was an accident. Just had an accident.
Sammy, this isn't the time or place. All you just as John's friends and the families, you know what I mean? Just stay here.
Thanks for coming, man.
Who did this job? The guy lives next door. His name's Favara.
My God, I am highly sorry for having offended thee. And I detest all bad sins for their just punishment. But most of all, I have offended you. Deserving of all my love. And from there is all without but thy grace. Sin no more.
That's gonna take long. It's 20,000 bucks I'm picking up. You can afford it for minutes. No? I'll be right back.
Hey! Somebody's gotta move this thing or we're not gonna have headlights!
Hey, we'll be out in a minute. We'll move the car in a minute.
Hey, Bishop! Is this yours? Is that yours?
Relax, we'll be out in a minute, right?
Come on, is that yours?
Yeah, I'll call you back in a second.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Is that yours?
Is what, Mike?
The Lincoln.
What Lincoln?
Calm down, man. Calm down. Hey, all right.
Come on! Let go! Let go! John, a cop! Get the fuck out of here!
Mr. Cutler, what's the real story?
There is no real story. There's no story. My client was trying to break up a fight, is all there is to it.
Mr. Carney, what does this have to do with loan sharking? Did he owe you money?
Ridiculous loan sharking.
Mr. Gotti sells plumbing supplies, that's all.
Put your man alone. Leave the man alone. Leave the man alone.
What was your reaction to these accusations?
Take that to yourself.
Do you always hand out 50s to street people?
Is that a 50? Here, take 100. Give me back the 50. Take it. Stuff on the streets. Everybody's got to score once in a while.
I guess that's why your neighborhood loves you so much.
Could be, yeah.
Okay, sir. How does it feel getting $100 from Don Gotti?
My guess is that once this pie chicken finds out who you are, he'll withdraw. But there's a bigger problem coming up, John. Not with you, with your people.
What do you mean, my people?
Well, Angelo Ruggiero, your brother Gene, DeMeg, on a heroin conspiracy indictment's coming down this afternoon.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding you, and the really bad news, John, is that Angelo's house has been bugged for months.
Jesus Christ. That stupid, greedy motherfucking moron! God damn it! God damn it! Always gonna whack the three of them. And me too.
I got Mo, I got Larry, and I got Curly. Bail I raised for you three, I'll be broke here for a fucking year. How many times we gotta go through this?
We're in the street, we're scratching and we're scraping, so we took a taste.
We're just trying to survive, John. Angelo, how do you get caught in a bug? In your own house.
Motherfucker.
Don't say motherfuckers, all right? Even when you were a kid, you don't shut your fucking mouth. That's why I called you Quack Quack. They don't have to bug you. Anyone in New York dials 7 digits, they get you.
I had my house swept by this electronic expert. The motherfucker told me it was safe.
Safe? Yeah. Have you heard of technology, Angelo? There is no safe. Don't you know they got a parabolic mic today? Could hear a fucking snake fart in Egypt. The feds are a machine. They don't run out of time or money. They sent a whole fucking army to grab 30 spics in that Caribbean shit or whatever the fuck it was.
Grenada.
Yeah, that's power, Angel. That's real power.
Every fucking
You
boss.
shut the fuck up for a minute. I'm trying to make a point. That's the kind of power the feds have. Made the bosses ban the goddamn drugs in the first place.
Every fucking boss of every family's into drug money. Off the record. Paul's full of shit.
You take a fucking drug money from Roy DeMeo.
He don't ask where the cash comes from, but he knows, John.
So he's a hypocrite?
Yeah.
Is this something new? He's a boss. Did you get it? He's the boss. How bad are these tapes?
Yeah, forget about it. I said a lot of shit about people, about Paul too.
Hey, Paul, good swim? I should be doing more of this. Helps me sleep better. I sat down with the Colombos and those asbestos removal contracts that you guys got in with the Board of Ed. Well, anyhow, I agreed to up their end of it to 40%. 40%?
This is Paul. They don't even deserve the 30% they're in for now. Man, I know for a fact when Don Carlo was alive, they were lucky to get 10.
Don Carlo's been dead for a long time now. And Neil? When Neil goes, it's the end of that regime. Finished. I mean, this is a new age. You know, we got more money to make working with the other families than shutting them out. Me and the Colombos, we also had a little talk about our John Gotti problem.
What John Gotti problem?
What's the matter with Johnny?
You mean the Ruggiero thing? What John Gotti problem? What problem? Don't you guys fucking read? Give me that newspaper.
В тишине ночной, в свете фонаря я иду вперед, не оглядываясь назад. Среди бетона городской суете мои пустили смог как тысяч светов. Слова мои огонь как метеориты. Я врубаюсь в бит, как тот джедайский ритуал. Смотрю в глаза проблемам без страха и сомнений. Каждый шаг это ответ на жизненные вызовы во мраке. Звезды на небе сверкают, видны ночи. Танцую в постели, вдохновение в глазах сверкает. Мой мир как холст на днем и краски сбрызгиваю. Ты слышишь рифмы моих словах звучание. Твои глаза — это зеркало, ты вижу себя. Я ковыряюсь в этом хэппи, словно золотом руде. Сердце в битах, ночные воздухи, покоряя миры, смотря на них с высоты. Голос в этом городе крутится на волне, там, где на небе мелькают ритмы ночи. Танцую в постели, вдохновение в глазах сверкает. Мой мир как холст на дневной краске, называю. Ты слышишь рифмы в моих словах, звучание новое. Твои глаза — это зеркало, ты вижу себя. Я ковыряюсь в этом хэппи, словно золотом руде. Сердце в битах, ночные воздухи, покоряя миры, смотря на них с высоты. Голос в этом городе крутится на волне, и на подиуме будто звезды в космосе. Новый лето, новый день, новые мечты. Ты и я в этом мире, мы летим на высоте. Голос в этом городе крутится на волне, мы на подиуме будто звезды в космосе. Новый лето, новый день, новые мечты. Ты и я в этом мире, мы летим на высоте. Наши мечты, которые не гаснет. Сердце гладится пламя, и мы не останавливаемся. Мы пишем свою историю на листе чистой тетради. С каждым словом, с каждым звуком мы создаем свой мир. Мы экипаж корабля, управляем его страстью на крыльях мечты. Мы летим с большой, словно птицы. Время наш союзник, мы встречаем его смело. Наши мечты и амбиции, наша сила, наш путь. Голос в этом городе, голос в этом городе крутится на волне. Мы на подиуме, будто звезды в космосе. Новый лето, новый день, новые мечты. Ты и я в этом мире, мы летим на высоте. Голос в этом городе крутится на волне. Мы на подиуме, будто звезды в космосе. Новый лето, новый день, новые мечты. Ты и я в этом мире, мы летим на высоте. Голос на подиуме, мы летим на высоте. На этом пути мы продолжаем свой путь.
I brought you into this family. I made you what you are. You're strong. And you're smart. But don't ever believe that you are bigger than anything. I don't think I'm going to interrupt me. You know what you're thinking? John, you cannot whack out a boss. Only the full commission can make that call. I love you like a son. But don't ever put me in the spot. And don't ever force my hand. Oh, enough of that. Okay. Okay. Let's take a walk, huh?
I gotta tell you, John, we can't clear this with any of the bosses. Hey, it's our family, it's our move. Nobody gives a fuck about this greedy cazzo. When? Not until Neil goes. All right, DB's with us all the way. The Chico says you ought to get all the capital regimes together and make them vote right away. That'll make it official. He can deliver Joe Amon out of retirement. Sit next to you. That ought to give it some weight. You're gonna be on the boss. You ready? Frank and the Chico be consigliere. We're tight. Yeah, real tight. Huh? But tight like no government nowhere. Is ever gonna break this? We're gonna make a powerhouse now. Like causing no strange scenes since Anastasia. Anastasia? Shit, John, this is bigger than killing the fucking president. Hey, you think I was put in this earth to make them rich and me poor? We're gonna do a hit now. We're gonna do a real hit. We're going back. Yeah. Back to some real in-your-face Cosa Nostra. Out in front on a line. Make them sit back and watch a volcano blow. You with me? I'm with you, John. All the way to the finish.
Two niggas. This is finals. So these niggas play this.
We had it all. The booze, the girls, pockets full of money. Oh, Johnny, I had a girl.
Was that Irish girl?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. You know, I could go 2-3 days without sleep, my God. I was so strong. You know, you live this goddamn life long enough. And you know, you can't take anything with you except your honor. Don't ever lose that, Johnny. Johnny, this whole fucking thing lasts only 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's gone. And that fuck Castellano never even come say goodbye.
What the hell is the Chico need this meeting for? I got shopping to do.
Probably another beef about the fucking garbage routes.
Yeah, more garbage. Cost us another $20 to park this thing. Well, we ought to get into these Manhattan parking lots. It's a license to steal. All right, let me out.
Hey, John, who's your tail? Let's have a for, sir. Sonny, did you have anything to do with the Paul Castellano murder?
I ask you to look around the courtroom, Mr. Pajak, and identify the man who assaulted you.
I don't see him.
Take off your glasses, please. Now, study the defendant.
I've never seen that guy before.
You're under oath. You have never before seen this man?
I've seen Mr. Gotti on TV and newspapers. I never met the man.
Are you telling this court that John Gotti is not the same man you incriminated on an assault warrant?
It was a long time ago. I don't remember, I'm sorry.
Any further questions, Mr. Bartley?
No, Your Honor. I think it's pretty clear.
Mr. Cutler?
Your Honor, I respectfully move for a dismissal of all charges.
Motion granted.
I can't believe this son of a bitch. Every time he beats a rat, his popularity goes through the roof. He's making us all look like idiots.
Our day will come, Bruce. Believe me, our day will come.
See the fireworks on the way over? John's tossing a block party for beating the case.
Yeah, right. Everybody loves him. He whacks out Paul Castellano in the middle of 46th Street. Where the hell are the New York cops? And now it's some unsolved homicide. And now this Pajak thing, how do you think the Segalmaniac must feel?
Untouchable.
Son of a bitch is sitting on a $500 million a year enterprise. And he knows how to spread it around.
Correction. He's sitting on top of a $500 million a year criminal enterprise. This is no Fortune 500 company he's running here.
Bruce, are you forgetting the prosecutor spent the last year building a RICO case against him?
You guys don't get it. I want this guy. So spread the money around, offer immunity to some hard-timers. We'll spend 24 hours a day in that goddamn little room if we have to. I do not care. He's doing business somewhere in the building. We find out where, we got him. But I don't want this son of a bitch as the next mayor of New York.
Only Sal. He gets arrested in Long Island in a rented Mercedes. I think the feds wired his mailbox. Anyway, they're going through his car. They find 2 Berettas in a glove compartment and an axe under the front seat. A fucking axe, right? So they're looking at him. They say, you know, not for nothing. You get any idea why there's 2 handguns in the glove box and an axe under the front seat? Sally says, are you serious? I will never rent a car from fucking Averson. Get over here, you cocksucker. Where you going? Long story. Yeah? Thought you should know this sooner than later. What? Like that, something for you, but strictly off the record. So we'll go upstairs. Come on. Whose place is it? Mikey Sorelli's. I thought he was dead. He is. Maybe that's why there's nobody here. So what's going on? Well, the U.S. Attorney's Office has been working a whole year on a huge RICO case against you, your brother Gene, Angelo, and Domingue. Damn these fucks. I'm sorry. I know where you live. Yeah, I know. Let me go through this RICO thing again. It says if anyone anywhere is caught doing anything wrong, then everyone is guilty, up and down the line. Wait a minute. This is a law. Yeah, it is the government's license to throw out the Constitution. If they can prove that somebody is part of a continuing criminal enterprise, they can lock them up for life. Continuing criminal enterprise. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Did they lock up Nixon for life when they raided his Democratic National Headquarters with whatever the fuck they were?
The plumbers.
Yeah, he had an ongoing criminal enterprise his entire career. That's the RICO
Assistant
case.
U.S. Attorney on this case does not see you as a defendant. To her, you're some kind of
What do you know from me and horror? Who horror?
Diane Jackalone, very ambitious.
Would you forget about it? No brush named Jack alone is gonna be jerking me off alone. And would you tell her to leave us the fuck alone? And another thing, I don't wanna be alone tonight.
Who is the guy? Tony Rigoletto.
No,
Tony Rigoletto.
Rigoletto's an opera. It's Tony Rigoletto.
I'm talking about
Tony
opera.
Rigatoni.
The guy could sing an entire opera in Italian, word for word. Didn't speak a word of Italian. He's like an idiot savant. An idiot savant. These guys are retarded, but they do one thing perfect.
How come only servants can do this stuff?
Savants! What servant, Jeff? Please say servant.
You know, I gotta say this, you know. You got everyone's respect, you know that.
Thanks, John.
I mean that. I was gonna say you dress classy too, but I don't want you to get a swell head.
Thanks, John. You know, Paul, he only thought of me as a money machine. It's really good to be treated as a friend.
Hey, you are a friend. And Sammy G's a friend. And what is with this guy? His fucking wife has got him home 6 o'clock every night. What is that?
Well, unless he's out whacking somebody.
Mr. Gotti? I just want to make sure. Mr. Gotti? Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Roger. This is my wife, Ann. We just came in from Rochester for the weekend, and no one's going to believe we actually met Mr. Gotti. We just got married. Yeah. Let me get your autograph.
Give him a bottle of champagne. Give him a bottle.
It is autograph. He likes to have you.
Tommy, come here, come here. Give him a drink. Thank you very much.
John Gotti, I'm FBI Agent Russo. This is Agent Gabriel.
Russo. You know what FBI means, right?
Why don't you tell me?
Forever bother the Italians?
An FBI bug has picked up some information we think you might be interested in.
No kidding.
The capo in the Bonanno family has been recorded stating that the commission has sanctioned a hit on you.
Thanks for the tip.
We have a legal and moral obligation to inform you.
Oh, legal and moral. Well, let's not bullshit each other, right? You'd be happy to see me go.
Not at all. We're going to take you down ourselves.
Hey, Russo. Sto da buono, huh?
Pensa a te, non pensa a me.
Mr. Gotti, what are your feelings about the Rigo law?
John, are you ready for the end of this trial?
John, I'm always ready.
Thanks, John,
Are you the boss of the Gambino family?
I'm a member of the Gotti family. My wife Vicky's the boss.
For 7 torturous months, the government has been trying to sell you on this indictment. Well, this indictment stinks. And a fancy wine dressing called Rico isn't going to make it any better. It's still rancid. It is still rotten. Still makes you retch and vomit. In brief, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there is no case. You can convict John Gotti because he curses on a telephone. You can convict John Gotti because he gambles excessively. You can convict John Gotti because he lives a lifestyle which you may or may not agree. But that is not what my client is charged with.
Worst case, it's a hung jury.
You want to get John Gotti? You do it the right way. Do it the American way.
A jury has reached a verdict.
Defendant Joseph DeMaglia, not guilty in all counts.
That's what I've been telling you.
If you can't control yourselves, you will spend the next 30 days in this building. And if you think that I'm kidding, I invite you to try it. Please continue.
Defendant Angelo Ruggiero, not guilty in all counts. Defendant Gene Gotti, not guilty in all counts. Defendant John Gotti, not guilty in all counts.
John Gotti has beaten a federal RICO case. After 7 months of testimony, John Gotti has once again proven to be immune to government efforts to convict him. The Dapper Don is now the Teflon Don.
Sir, can I have your view on the trial?
John Gotti, have you ever walked into the boys' club on the east side? Every bit of equipment bought by John Gotti.
Ma'am, can I have your view on the trial?
Oh, we love him. The government should just leave the poor man alone. We love him.
Perhaps the most personable gangland boss ever to grace the Big Apple, John Gotti is, in underworld terms, the undisputed king of the volcano.
You know why the people in the city love me? I'm beating the same system now that's fucking them every day.
Everybody loves a celebrity gangster, John.
Hey, you know, you forget your father was a rich businessman. You don't know the system from the outside. They know.
No, I know.
Whatever you say, John.
You know, Frankie, why would a guy born of money choose our life?
Hey, Angie. What? 3 guys sitting in a car. Mexican, black guy, and a Puerto Rican. Who's driving?
The black guy.
Puerto Rican.
The police.
You ever seen a fucking doctor?
No.
Would you please go see Gennaro on Prince Street? Bulldoze your way in and don't sit in no goddamn waiting room. I'm sick of
I
this.
see Gennaro. I'm gonna see a doctor. I'm gonna see a Jew doctor.
Hey, Angelo, Jews, Wops, Chinks, Zulus, it's one world, it's one people. Would you stop it with that shit?
Yeah, well, not when it comes to doctors. Hey, John, I gotta talk to you private for a minute.
What's the matter? All right, tell Vic I'll be up in a minute.
Hey, we're late as it is.
Hey, the guy can't wait a minute. Tell him I'll be a minute, all right? Go on. What is it?
I heard DB saying some things. He says if you're going away in this Jackalone, this Rico thing, Sammy should be the boss.
Come on, that's bullshit.
No, it ain't, John. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I know you're pissed off at me, but it's true.
I'm not pissed at you. I just don't trust you. You put my tit in the ring on a goddamn dope beef. I love you, all right? I just don't trust you. Come on.
John, it's how it started with Paul.
What started with Paul?
DB's talking subversive, and Sammy's right next to him.
Angelo, DB is solid, and so is Sammy. Put out the fucking cigarettes and see a doctor. Come on, stop that.
So where is everybody?
I think Gene's up at Sheepshead Bay with your mother. Pete's downtown looking at the bar, wants to talk to you about buying. That son of a...
Hey, Frankie, I really don't want to know. You know, it's just an expression.
So, Consigliere. Angie says DB is talking to the subversive. There's nothing to that, right?
DB's a solid guy. Between us, Angie's just a little jealous that me and Sammy got the slots we did after Paulie went. They don't like you spending so much time with DB. Forget about it, Johnny. Normal family bullshit.
What the hell is Sammy today, anyway?
It's working. Hey, you know the guy got a $13 million contract to build a new school in Brighton Beach? This guy's a wonder. He opens a business a minute. Since you made him underboss, nobody keep up with him. I tell you, in a few years, between him and DB, they're gonna own all of Brooklyn.
This guy O'Connor headed the 608 Union. He trashed the place just because Tommy didn't use any of his people. And he definitely knew that it was under your flag. And you know me, John, I was just about ready to whack the guy, but mentioned it to DB. He said I ought to run it by you.
Hey, what is this? You and DB, you discuss now who gets whacked and who don't? Who the fuck is the boss of this Bugatti here? Now, may I ask?
We weren't discussing anything. Like I mentioned it to DB in passing. He waved the flag. It ain't no big fucking deal.
I hear he's busy promoting you now for boss.
I don't think he was talking out of turn. DB was thinking of the family.
He's thinking, Sammy. He got no right to think it. Never mind say it. Come on, you know I just spent $500,000 here on legal fees. I'm sitting on the griddle here for 7 fucking months. I got you and DB laying me down. What the fuck kind of friends is that, huh?
Get the fuck out of here laying you down. What are you talking about? What's the matter with you?
Hey, I'm in a goddamn courtroom for 7 months now. I got Gene and Angie's drug trial coming up. On top of that, I got the FBI now. They pop up in the men's room every time I go take a piss. I'm talking about my blood pressure. That's what I'm talking about, my blood pressure. Forget it. Forget I said anything.
Forgot it. You really worried about this thing? I mean, you want me to keep an eye on DB or what?
Yeah. Keep an eye on him.
Come here. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about your blood pressure. Don't be eating all that greasy shit.
Seven fucking months. 7 fucking months, Rico case I made that up.
I know. They don't let you live, I know. I know. They don't let you live. Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of time, we got that 3 o'clock on Midtown.
What time is it now?
Time to go.
No. Tell me I can't break away. I won't stay with Jimmy. I'll ride back with Sandy.
Hey, Frank, you going to Manhattan?
Yeah.
Good. You know what?
See you later.
We do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Jimmy, thanks for everything.
Jimmy.
Yeah, put it on Sammy's tab. Yeah, sure. Sure.
So, Cheech, want to drop me off Mulberry?
Yeah, go ahead, let's go.
Did you want to talk about 4th Avenue, whatever the fuck it was?
What for?
Fucking Buick.
Who's not here? Is anybody missing?
Tommy Marino, he ain't here. He's in Florida.
I don't see DB. DB ain't here.
You being here. And don't you ever fucking believe that anyone, anywhere is gonna fuck with us. Now go home and drive carefully, because believe me when I tell you that's the most dangerous part of your lives. And I thank you for being here.
Buonasera, signore.
That's it, how you doing?
And that car. You ought to see that fucking car.
And this just could be a renegade element, that's all.
Maybe it's one of Tommy Biglotti's people. Hey, Frankie the Chico set up the meeting with Big Paul. Payback time, buddy.
Yeah, but the question is it over?
There was nothing left of that fucking car.
How are you, Joe?
I'm good. Gaetano, espresso. For sure, you were supposed to be in that car with Frankie.
We going to war?
They took their shot. They'll be satisfied with 1 for 1 and give you a pass. But you got even bigger problems, John.
Yeah? You selling espresso here or you telling fortunes today, which?
Don't take no fortune teller to see where you're heading. I went to your inauguration. I held my nose, but I went.
What do you have to hold your nose about? I'm just curious.
I got every right to talk this way. I was at the sit down with Neil and Paul and Don Carlo after you clipped Gaglione. You broke a rule then. But Neil got you a pass. So then you went ahead, you broke another rule. You whacked out a boss without a commission okay.
Excuse me. I'm supposed to get a commission okay? Well, my family's being blooded that... Hey, fuck Paul. He deserved it.
That's got nothing to do with it. The rules are for everybody. Right now, on a street in Brooklyn, there's a young kid. He works himself up and he talks to DB, he talks to Gravano, he talks to 3 or 4 capos, and you get a bullet in your head. We survive by our rules. And now you're breaking the oldest rule of all. You're going fucking public. On TV and magazine covers. There's fancy suits, it's fancy haircuts. John Gotti. John Gotti.
Don't give me that shit. I didn't ask to go public. You know, they shoved their goddamn cameras and microphones in my face. Get the fuck out of here.
You're turning this thing of ours into entertainment for every chidrula that watches the 6 o'clock news. But our thing is secret. Kavish?
secret. And what you're doing won't work. You really believe you're the one wop who can keep spitting in the government's face and get away with it? You're making them come after you.
What do you think, Joe? You don't think the FBI knows who you are? You don't think your face has been sitting on the wall right next to mine for the last 20 fucking years? Get the fuck out of here. Hey, they know me. I know who I am. I'm not embarrassed by who I am. I'm not gonna sit in the dock here like some fucking rat. You know, in the end, maybe I get a little respect for it, because I'm not getting any of you.
John, you made a hell of a long walk from a cockroach tenement to the cover of Time magazine. That takes ability. But a Cosa Nostra boss don't belong on the cover of Time magazine.
Wherever I'm at, it's because I am who I am, all right? I'm not gonna change who I am. I'm not gonna apologize for who the fuck I am.
But you'll wind up in a cell because you are who you are. And you'll take a lot of good people with you. Duck, John. Learn to duck sometimes.
No more comments about me lowering my profile. It's not my style. Not gonna be the style of this family. First order of business, no conciliary. Frankie, the job is yours.
Grazie, John.
You get word to the four bosses today. If the Chico is payment in full, we settle. We don't want to get the hell on with our lives here.
Understand?
Gene, you got a drug trial coming up. Stay the hell off the street. Let P run Queens.
You got it.
What's my job, John?
Hey, killing people. What else? You've been bugging me for a month now. You want to clip Louis DeBono and Mickey, whatever the hell his name is?
Mickey the Bat.
Fine. Clip them both. Makes you feel good.
All right. Look, I hate to bring this up because I'm really close to the guy. But I got an obligation to the family here. DB. Maybe Angelo ain't so crazy when he said that DB's been doing a lot of talking.
Whoa, wait a minute. What? I mean, Angelo's been sipping fucking morphine for months for his fucking cancer. I mean, the guy's in and out. You can't believe him on something like this, John. Come on.
Look, it isn't just what Angelo said. I mean, DB's got his own agenda. Where was he last night? John almost got killed. I mean, it's like a spit in the face not showing up.
You know where he was?
I know where he was. DB was in Brooklyn on union business. He was bona fide. I checked it out today. DB told me he told you that you would have told John.
Never told me anything, John.
Hey, look, DB's no threat, for Christ's sakes. I mean, even if he said something, what the hell does it mean? It don't mean
Fuck
shit.
it! Fuck it! See, I got no time. I got no time for subversives.
Wait a minute,
Not
John.
now. Not now.
Look, I love DB as much as any man in this room. But if he's backdooring John...
DB! Come on in!
John, I'm sorry I'm late. I just wanted you to know I was here. You want me in on this, or you want me downstairs?
No, downstairs, fine.
All right, see you later.
Well, I don't want the world to think I'm an item, you know? You come and bounce with Sammy?
No, not tonight, Johnny.
I'll take DB. What a life, huh? Palling around with the guy I'm gonna have clipped.
A little list of guys who go. Louis DeBoni has 2 businesses with Sammy. Mickey the Bat is the demolition with Sammy.
Man, DB and Sammy got over a dozen businesses together.
Bruce, come here.
What?
Check this out. Why are these capos showing her all this respect?
It's a good question. Does she live in the building?
I don't know.
I don't give a shit. Look, I'm not in this thing out of the goodness of my heart. I'm in this thing to make money. DB, come on.
Giuseppe, come sta?
Bene, grazie Roberto.
Hey, Joe.
Get DB an espresso. All right, don't worry about it. Yeah. Whatever. All right, we'll straighten it out tomorrow, right? Subcontractor from that school out in Queens. Looks like we got a little $30,000 envelope coming.
Good. Could use the money.
It's your fucking habits.
I thought you weren't gonna come.
I wasn't.
Fuck you. Hey, John.
What?
Things look different now.
Yeah, what's different?
Look at me. I fucked up, John.
So? We all fuck up, man.
You still mad at me?
Huh?
You still mad at me?
I'm thinking.
That's good. Hey, John.
What?
I'm sorry.
Just shut up and eat, huh?
Mrs. Michael Sorelli, apartment 10 in Gotti's building. Lives alone. Widow of Mikey Sorelli. Lifelong soldier for Neil Della Croce.
Well, so what? So it's another RICO case, Bruce. What am I supposed to say? These feds got nothing better to do than chase me all day long on the only game in town now? Well, we'll sue them. For harassment. What the hell else? Hey, it's 2:45 in the morning. Am I getting billed for this?
Then let's say nothing, all right?
What is it?
You got a new grand jury going now.
Jesus, Johnny.
Fucking government. Like a 1,000-pound gorilla here.
You beat him before. Beat him again. Come on, come to me.
Let me look at my races. So who do we got today? We got my lucky baby, my lucky star, Susan Valley, Idiot's Delight. Oh, looks good. Oh, looks good.
He's here. With his lawyer.
Where are we?
Well, they're going to be coming down with 15, 20 counts of RICO, including a Castellano hit. This is serious,
The
John.
fuck is this gonna cost?
Well, forget that. You know, this is their last shot. If we win again, we're under the woods. But if they come up with something strong, John, we might have to think about striking a deal with the prosecutor.
What are you talking about?
John, listen.
Hey, Bruce. Who you talking to here? No. You don't let anyone in this family cop any kind of a plea.
The plea bargain is just another goddamn gun.
Hey, what am I talking to myself here? Just said no fucking deals.
John.
Hey, I don't give a shit if everyone here goes to marry on for 1,000 years. There's gonna be no fucking deals. No fucking deals. Look at Jacoby and Myers plea bargain my ass. Cost me 8 cents.
John, we got the place to ourselves. The old lady's with the nephew.
You know, I just told Cutler, no one is taking that stand. You get my cell ready right now, because if it's a malicious mopri or car theft or some shit like that, we deny everything.
Cutler told me they come up with a new statute. It's called committing murder in furtherance of your position.
Yeah, well, that's nice. Yeah, that's real nice. They come up with anything they want. Fucking government. That Dunsky Bush. Yeah, old Bush. He could send a whole army to Panama, though, to grab one man, right? The Spick?
Yeah, Noriega.
Hey, Frankie, you know how many people they whacked out to get that little fuck? The Spick's working for Washington the whole time. They got no parameters. They got no parameters. What time is it anyway?
About 11:30.
Where's Sammy?
I guess he's home. He's tired.
Tired of being the world's only pussy whipped hitman. Tired because you got 40 fucking companies now, right?
Hey, the guy's creating capital.
For you? For me? No shit for the family. You know, I got people in the carpet business, Frankie. They come to me every day. They say, John, we can't even get a job. Sammy's locking up everything. We can't even turn a buck. I go back to Sammy with that. You know what he says to me? He says, I'll whack the cocksuckers, then they won't beef. That's his attitude. What the fuck kind of an attitude is that? You know, he does it under my flag. He uses my name.
John, you understand one thing. Sammy brings in $100,000 in cash every month.
I say, stick it up his ass. I'd rather die broke than what? Bleed my family to death? We've been through this. It aggravates me. It aggravates me. You know, I could be a billionaire here. I want to be a greedy fucking boss. It ain't right. That ain't right. When does it stop? How much is enough? How much could Sammy want? You know, because if not for his greed, you gotta love the guy. The guy is down. Well, what the fuck is this, Rome? What is this? All roads lead to Sammy?
I agree. Sammy's got to pull it in, that's all.
You know, I gotta ask you something. Did you ever hear DB talk subversive?
Never.
Who took over DB's construction unions, huh? Who? Fucking Sammy. It's making me sick. It's making me physically sick. I love that guy. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna whack him? You know? I tell him 1,000,000 times, will you slow it down? You don't have to wind up with every goddamn dime on a plate. Spread some cheer around. But what the fuck am I talking about? Frankie, the guy whacked out Louis Milito, Louis DeBono, Mickey DeBat, and DB. And they're all in business with Sammy. They're in business with the guy. And DB. What the fuck did we do, Frankie? I mean, the guy was a gentleman. Who clipped him? Who did the work? Who did the work?
Sammy.
Fuck it. Fuck it. You know, I'll tell you something else. You want a real circus? You set it up for Sammy to grab everything off the plate. Him and the lawyers. You know what you got? You got the Cutler Shargell and Fuckstein crime family. That's what you got. That fucking Cutler. He tells me about Marion. 23 and a half hours lockdown. One phone call a night. Enough food, keep you alive in an 8x7 cage, and no one in a goddamn cell block. You know what I say to them? I say, fuck them, I'll die in a cage. I'll outlive the motherfuckers. I'm leaving some kind of a goddamn circus here. You hungry? Let's go get some pizza.
Fucking stop it. Let's get out of here. We ain't coming back neither.
Come on. I put 100 in. What the fuck you want from me?
10. No, I mean that fuck. Come on. We're just starting.
There's your $10. Go ahead.
Come on. All right. A 3. 3 dimes. There's another.
Give me a car.
Straightening. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay, let's go.
We're here to arrest Frankie Lucasio, Sam Gravano, and John Gotti. Want everyone else to do themselves a favor and stay put. I'll tell you when you can leave.
Hey, what's Scotty being arrested for? Scotty!
Did you ever hear DB talk subversive?
Never.
Who took over DB's construction unions? Fucking Sammy. It makes me sick, you know? Because I love the guy. I love the guy. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna whack him. You know? I tell him 1,000,000 times, will you slow it down? You don't have to wind up with every goddamn dime on a plate. Spread some cheer around. But what am I talking about here, Frankie? The guy worked out, Louis Melito, Louis DeBono, Mickey DeBat, and DB. DB. They're in business with the guy. And DB, the guy, he was a gentleman, for Christ's sakes. Well, who clipped him? Who did the work? Fucking Sammy. Fucking Sammy. That's when you said, Frankie.
I've heard enough. Defendants shall be held without bail. I'm also granting the government's motion to disqualify present defense counsel. Cutler, Shargel, and Pollock have to be disqualified because their role as House counsel was discussed in taped conversations that the prosecution may use as evidence in this trial. Now, beyond that, there are also conflict of interest issues because of prior representation of potential witnesses. Therefore, the lawyers could be called as witnesses in this trial. The defendants are advised to appear before me at 9:30 a.m. Monday the 23rd with new counsel. Court is adjourned.
We're going to have to release them into the prison population. The judge ruled that keeping them in isolation is punitive.
Okay. So tell the warden to put Gravano in with Gotti.
What about Lacasio?
Doesn't matter. You can put him anywhere. Sammy's the key.
Say, Sammy. You say those things about me, John. Hey, tapes are tapes, man. Don't mean nothing. I'm talking, right? Some fucking talk, you know? Yeah, some fucking talk. You backdoored me. Well, I was your underboss, and I was out there whacking guys for you.
Hey, get the fuck out of here with that shit right now. You're the one who gets off whacking people up, pal, not me. Yeah, you come crying to me about Louis DeBono. No, they're your partner for years, not mine. I don't know the man. You wanted to whack him, you could press me. I said, do what you want. Same with Louis Melito. The same with Shabetta. Your own brother-in-law, for Christ's sakes. And what the fuck am I talking about? What about Tommy Spinelli, Sandy? Eddie Garofalo? Mickey, whatever the fuck his name was, huh? Worst of all, though, DB. Yeah. Come into a ton of fucking money when DB went. Ton of fucking money. Don't ever deny that. Don't you ever fucking deny that.
Hey, let's not rewrite history here. Now, I didn't mind DB going. Fucking playboy instead of a business partner. But you wanted it. And when John Gotti wanted somebody in the ground, John Gotti called Sammy Gravano. You barked, I bit, remember?
You bit? You probably just fucking sitting under my flag using my name every step of the way. My name! You're a selfish prick. The greedy's your fucking problem.
What, is it all my fault now? It's not yours? With all your $2,000 suits and all your front-page Dapper Dan shit? You mean your lawyer didn't even know how to pull it in? John, you beat the government, you're supposed to walk away humble. You're not supposed to stand there in front of TV cameras crowing about it. Because it's gonna come back in your face. I got news for you. It ain't me on those tapes. The truth is, it was your big mouth that brought this Bugatti down.
Hey, Sammy, let me ask you something. If Neil himself come up with the Widow Cirelli's apartment and fucking Joe Watt swept it, how the fuck am I supposed to know it's bugged? Sammy, what do they got? They got some tapes. They got no witnesses. They got tapes. So, let them play the living shit out of the tapes. Let them leak. I don't give a fuck. It's like hearing the same song over and over and over and over again. You played enough, you don't hear it no more. You hear me?
All right, whatever you say, John.
Hey, John.
What?
Your friend, Gravano, was just escorted from the building. Thought you might like to know.
Tell us the
Why?
first. What is he, some Mexican?
All day this guy's been about this. We can't get him off the thing. There was like...
Sit.
I think we all know why we're here.
I've got a lot to offer. And I got a lot of concerns. So I'm thinking that maybe we can make a deal.
What kind of deal?
If I talk, I walk.
Impossible. You'll have to do time.
How much?
Less than 20. And whatever's worked out, we'll be obliged to inform Gotti's lawyer. Once that happens, word is out.
Everything's gonna come out in the trial, right?
Everything.
So when Deborah finds out I killed her brother, 18 others, she'll file for divorce. That part of my life is over.
So what's your motive, Sammy? Revenge? Repentance? What?
What are you talking about? You heard those tapes. John and I are finished. So either I spend the rest of my life in jail, or I'm out on the streets. Either way, I'm dead.
So what kind of information do you have to offer?
I'll give you the whole Cosa Nostra. I'll give you the Paul Castellano head. I'll testify that I personally fixed the Jackalon jury. I'll give you the murders of Louis DeBono, Louis Melito, Mickey the Bat, Robert DiBonanno, Tommy Spinelli, Willie Boyd Johnson. A dozen or so more. Tommy Sparrow. I'll give you the John O'Connor shooting.
In the most stunning
I'll give you the
and
ins and outs of the
sensational
entire
turning point
Gambino
in the
family
history
from
of
upstate New York to
organized
Brooklyn.
crime, Salvatore Sammy the Bull Gravano, underboss of the notorious Gambino crime family, has agreed to testify against John Gotti and Frank Locascio. Gravano, himself an admitted killer, will expose the vast criminal enterprise he